When I was 11 years old, life was tough.
Where's Mama?
She's gone. She don't want me no more. And she don't want you neither.
So, it's probably pretty clear, but how is this story a story of redemption?
It's redemption because these two, father and son, they really do walk through hellfire here on earth in their own way, but about the same thing. And to redemption, you know, they got it made the impossible possible, really. Bart was very abused by his father, Arthur, who I play, all of his life, and well into his teen years. And Bart was gone, you know. He made Bart feel bad about himself every day of his life for really what had happened to him. You know, he had dreams and aspirations that didn't get fulfilled, you know, in sport for one reason or another, whether they were true about whether he told himself that or not. But, you know, abusive parents were usually abused children themselves in some way. And, which is no excuse for it. But his father got cancer, like the death sentence type of cancer, and didn't tell anyone, didn't tell Bart. You know, Bart didn't know. And couldn't tell Bart because Bart was gone. But he wanted to have, you know, he's facing death, and you call it a death row conversion if you want, but it was real. He wanted to have a connection with his son again. And it was through a spiritual awakening, Christianity, Jesus for him, that really brought him to pray and examine himself. And because that's what prayer does, it makes us face the truth of ourselves. Yeah. And it's a very hard thing to do, really do. And in that, he had to ask for forgiveness, which was a long time coming. And Bart did finally forgive him. And of course, Arthur had to forgive himself, which is the hardest thing to do. Yeah. But they wound up having a relationship of joy and closeness at the end of Arthur's life.
Yeah. Have you had, like, do you relate to that personally in any way, or
of course
had loss in your life you had to rely on?
Of course I do. My dad was not him. My dad was he was an incredible dad, but you know, I felt at the end that there wasn't anything I hadn't said to him that I wanted to say to him, you know, or hear from him that I hadn't heard. Yeah. You know, we were close, and in Bart's case, he didn't have to carry around that feeling about himself of, you know, that his father had given him as a child of abuse. You know, you don't feel good about yourself. You know, and that's a gift that a father or a parent or anyone even in a relationship, you know, especially when we're kids, you know, we form about the way we feel about ourselves.
Confidence.
Yeah. You know, and it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah. But I think it also shows God gives that confidence too.
Yes.
Yeah.
It definitely does. Yeah, it's always there. It's always there, and you just gotta wake up and find it.
Great.
You gotta that's what makes the impossible possible.
My dad was a monster, and I saw God transform him.
You have a gift, real gift.
I didn't think that God could do that. And so I wrote this song for my dad.